Emma, are you finished with work? You said you wanted us to go and talk to your parents about the wedding plans. How about this Sunday after next?
Hi, Xander. Yeah, I'm done with work. I think that'll be fine for my parents. They're usually home on Sundays anyway.
Okay, that day's best for me. Let's head over there then.
Okay, I'll tell them. You're not nervous, are you? This will be the first time you've seen them since you proposed to me.
Well, maybe a little. Your parents like me though, don't they? I don't have to show up in a suit, do I?
Of course not. And yes, they like you. They were thrilled when I told them I was marrying you. Oh, how about I invite Laurel over to my parents' house that day too?
It doesn't bother me if she comes. She knows I proposed to you, right? But tell her if she's already got plans, she doesn't need to change them for me.
Well, about that. She hasn't been herself recently. She seems a little down. That's why I'd like to invite her and have her spend some time with the whole family. I'm hoping that'll make her feel better.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did something happen?
I don't know. When I ask her about it, she says it's nothing. She's always been like that, though. If something's bothering her, she always tries to keep it from me. She doesn't seem to realize that I can tell when something's bothering her. We're identical twins, after all.
It sounds like something is wrong. I hope it has nothing to do with you and I getting married. You don't think she's feeling jealous, do you? Maybe getting everyone together will make her feel better, though.
I hope so. Oh, and if she happens to tell you what's bothering her, be nice and listen to what she has to say, okay? It'd mean a lot to me.
Me? You think she might confide in me instead of you?
Laurel really likes you, Xander. She said you always seem so relaxed and trustworthy. She said you're easy to talk to.
I don't know about that. But don't worry. If she wants to talk to me about what's bothering her, I'll listen.
I'm not saying she will, but just in case, okay? I'll call my parents and let them know we're coming the Sunday after next.
Okay, sounds good.
Hi, Xander!
Oh, hi, Laurel. I haven't talked with you in a while. What's up?
I heard you're marrying my sister. I just wanted to congratulate you. So, congratulations! You're gonna be with my big sister, so I'm like your little sister now.
Thanks. Hey, we're heading over to your parents' place to talk about the wedding in a couple weeks. Did Emma tell you?
Yeah, she did. But I've got plans that day, so I won't be able to make it.
Oh, that's too bad. All three of us will have to get together and go out for dinner sometime when you're free then.
Sounds good!
Hey, you're gonna be my sister-in-law soon. That means if you ever have a problem, you can count on me. I don't know how much help I'll be, but...
Thanks, Xander. But the truth is, that's why I messaged you. I've got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, this sounds serious. What is it?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm pregnant.
Really? Congratulations! I didn't know you were seeing anyone. Wait, you said you wanted to talk to me about this. Does that mean your boyfriend doesn't know yet?
No, what I'm trying to say is, it's your child.
Huh? My child?
Yeah, I'm pregnant with your baby.
No. That can't be. That doesn't make sense. I've never even been with you.
But it's true. I know it.
Then, how? I mean, if we've never done that, it can't be my child.
You're wrong. That's what I need to tell you. I pretended to be my sister, and I went on a date with you.
Huh? But that's... You've got to be kidding. That's not possible.
To tell you the truth, I fell in love with you the first time I met you. Do you remember that day when Emma was sick? She asked me to go to the drugstore and get some medicine for her. I brought it over for her, and she told me she had a date with you later that day. She texted you saying she had to cancel the date. Well, she fell asleep in her bedroom, and I took her phone. I messaged you back, pretending to be her, saying everything's fine now, so we could go out.
There's no way.
You remember that day, right? Emma canceled her date and then messaged you back a couple hours later saying she could go out.
That did happen, but I think she said you got sick that day and she was going over to your place to take care of you. But you weren't as sick as she originally thought, so she said she could go out with me after all.
All that was just me using her phone, pretending to be her. I assumed you'd figure it out, but you never noticed, so...
This doesn't make sense. Emma would have noticed that in her chat history. If that would have happened, even if I didn't notice, Emma would have.
Yeah. After the date, I apologized to Emma for what I did. I told her you and I only had dinner, though. She figured it would be best if you didn't know it was me that night, so she never mentioned it to you. Like I said, I never told her that I slept with you that night. I kinda just told her that I went out with you as sort of a prank to her. That's why she wasn't so angry.
I see.
So, just so we're clear, I'm considering having the baby. But I'm not sure I can raise the baby well in my current situation. That's why... You don't have to tell anyone the baby's yours, but I was hoping you'd at least pay me child support to help me out.
Child support?
I was thinking I'd be able to raise the baby on my own. But looking at the cost of daycare, diapers, food, strollers, cribs, and everything, I just can't afford that with my job. And if I have to take time off work, there's no way I can do it on my own. That's why I was wondering, could you just pay me one lump sum of about $40,000? Then we'll never have to speak of this again.
What?
Emma mentioned that you and her have been saving up for the wedding, right? She told me all about your current financial situation. I know you have at least that much money invested already, don't you? I know you have the money. It's not like I'm asking you to go into debt for me or anything.
I can't do that.
Why not? I know part of this is my fault for tricking you, but it's still your kid. If you won't pay me, I'll tell Emma and my whole family that I'm pregnant with your child. That would break Emma's heart, and Emma and my parents would all hate you. Is that what you want?
Of course I don't want to hurt Emma. But I don't remember ever sleeping with you.
I just told you! I pretended to be my sister, and I went on a date with you. Emma and I are identical twins. Look, you can either pay me the $40,000 or you can marry me and help raise the child. You choose. If you're gonna take responsibility for the child and marry me, you don't have to pay me the money. But you will have to dump Emma to do that. The choice is yours.
Wait a minute. This is all too absurd. It's too much for me to take in all at once. Just give me a little bit of time to think about all this.
Oh, fine. I'll give you some time. But you better decide quickly. The longer you wait, the more the baby is going to grow inside me. Hey, Xander. How long are you gonna make me wait before you decide? You've had an entire week already.
Laurel, I'm not taking responsibility for this kid. It's not mine.
Are you still gonna try to play dumb with me?
I know you and Emma are identical twins. I'm sure people mix you two up a lot when just looking at you. But your personalities are nothing alike. No matter what you do to your hair, your makeup, or your clothes, I'd never mistake you for my fiancé. You might be able to trick me for a minute or two, but not a whole evening.
Now you're just lying to yourself. To this day, our own parents still mix us up occasionally. You barely know either of us. There's no way you can tell us apart.
Okay. Then what proof do you have that this child is mine and not anyone else's? If you want to get a DNA test done on it, I'll be more than happy to go with you.
What are you talking about? Are you saying you don't believe me? How dare you! I'm your fiancé's little sister. We're about to be family. You have to believe me. Whatever. I'm done talking about this. If that's how you're gonna be, I'll tell Emma myself that I'm pregnant with your child. You can kiss your wedding goodbye.
Go ahead. Tell her. What you're claiming isn't even possible, and she'll know it.
And what makes you so damn sure of that? I can't believe you're trying to run from this. You're a horrible person.
What you're claiming is simply impossible. You want to know why? Because I can't have any children.
Huh?
I'm sterile.
Huh? Wait, what? How come you didn't tell me that in the first place? You've wasted all my time!
Oh my god. So you were lying the whole time, weren't you? I didn't tell you before because I was trying to figure out why you'd make up such a bold-faced lie in the first place.
Oh, really? This is even more hilarious than I thought.
Huh? What's so funny?
I know how bad Emma wants children, and now she's going to be marrying a guy who can't have any? That's funny. Your marriage isn't going to last long.
Emma knows I'm sterile, and she still chose to marry me. Even if we can't have our own kids, we can still live together in happiness. And anyway, it doesn't mean we can't adopt or something if we really want to.
Whatever. We'll see how my parents feel about all this when they find out Emma's fiancé can't give them grandchildren. Our parents have been wanting grandchildren for a long time now. I wonder if they'll let you marry her when they find out you're sterile. Wait, I've got it. If you don't want me telling my parents about your infertility, it'll cost you $40,000 for me to keep my mouth shut. How about that? If you pay me, it's win-win for both of us.
Win-win? How do you figure that? This isn't the 1920s. I don't need your parents' permission to marry Emma. And besides, all I keep hearing from you is that you want me to give you all this money. Why? What's wrong with you? You're nothing like your sister.
Oh, shut up. I don't care what you think about me. I'll do anything it takes to get money, including ruining your wedding or your life. So, you better pay me. You may not need my parents' permission to marry my sister, but you don't want them to hate you your entire life, do you?
I suppose not, but that's exactly why I don't want to lie to them and why I'm making sure they know the truth about everything. In fact, that's why I'm at your parents' house right now.
Huh? I thought you weren't going to my parents' house until Sunday.
That was the plan, but then all this happened. I wanted to talk with them before you said anything crazy to them. I figured they should hear the truth before they heard your lies.
I can't believe you're at my parents' place. Did you tell my parents about all this?
I wouldn't say that I told them, but they've been here reading our whole conversation the entire time.
What? How could you do that to me? How could you do that to your own fiancé's sister? That's entrapment.
I think you did all this to yourself. You listen here. The better question is, how could you do this to your own sister's fiancé? You're a disgrace to this family.
Huh?
Oh, that was your dad who wrote that, not me. Anyway, I can't say I disagree with him.
I'm sorry. Dad, this was all just a big misunderstanding. It was just a prank. I wasn't really gonna do anything.
Well then, you better get over here and explain to everyone how exactly this was all just a prank. And unless you can convince us all that this was a prank, you're out of the family. I've had it up to here with your nonsense. That was your dad again. He wants you over here ASAP. He says you've got a lot of explaining to do.
None of this would have happened if you would have just shut up and paid me the money. Do you see what you've done to me? How do you think Emma is gonna feel now that you've gotten her sister into this much trouble?
Huh? This has nothing to do with Emma. You did all this to yourself. Well, I guess it does have something to do with Emma now, because your whole family is disgusted with you now, including Emma. We found out that the whole reason Laurel wanted a large amount of money was because she had maxed out all her credit cards by going to expensive spas, beauty salons, and insane shopping sprees. From what her family told me, this isn't the first time she's done that either. The first time, she had run up a debt of over $30,000 that her parents were nice enough to pay off for her so that nothing bad would happen to her credit rating or her future. But after the fights that ensued after the first debt, and all the promises she made to her family, and clearly broke, her parents refused to help her at all with this new debt of hers. We still don't even know how she was able to get a $40,000 debt, seeing as her parents cut up all her credit cards after the first incident. It wasn't just the fact that she had racked up another outrageous debt. It was the fact that she tried to steal money from me, her sister's fiancé, to pay it off, that turned out to be the last straw for her family. Her parents and her sister decided to cut her out of the family completely and never associate with her again. To pay off her first debt for her, her parents had to sell their cars, cut back on all their spending, and borrow from other family members. After doing all of that, they were finally able to pay off their daughter's bill the first time, and they weren't about to do that for her again. I don't blame them. About 6 months after everyone cut ties with Laurel, she showed back up at her parents' house one last time looking pretty ragged. When she showed up, this time she was clearly pregnant, and she was begging her parents for money to help her out. I guess some people will just never learn. Unfortunately for Laurel, her parents had no sympathy for her and told her never to come back again. As for me and Emma, Emma's parents didn't care that I couldn't give them grandchildren. They said they were happy as long as Emma and I are happy together. Which we are. Up until this incident, I never once thought being sterile was a good thing. But after what Laurel tried to do to me, it was easy to prove she was lying. Regardless, Emma and Laurel may be identical twins, but those two are nothing alike. I would never have mistaken Laurel for my beautiful wife, Emma. Emma and I are enjoying our married life together, and we look forward to what the future will bring. Especially now that Laurel is out of our lives.
Thanks for watching! If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time!